this is the comic we've all been waiting for. It is Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons. That first issue is really, really cool.
It's like right off the bat, this guy, the Mr. Hull, what's his name? Uh, One-eyed Henry Hull, absolute Jack Sparrow vibes right away.
Oh yeah,
He wants his rum. He's about to get hung. It just was like super Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. And it starts off with him in his prison cell, and he's about to get hung, and then he's like, "Oh, let me tell you a story." And that's basically what this series is this Henry Hull telling his story, well, being there with Sir Francis Drake when they went to Monster Island.
yeah.
Really cool read. I mean, I just read it today. Really fun. When they announced this, I was just super excited about it, and I was like, "This is cool. This is what I want."
Yeah, and
This
I think I
is
read it.
super outside the box.
I think I read it last Thursday or whatever the day after it came out.
Yeah.
I read it the next day. Really cool. It felt like the first like 5-10 minutes of any Pirate of the Caribbean's movie that you've seen.
I really did. That's why.
Where they basically tell you like what the treasures that they're looking for, how they got there. They tell you the tall tale, and now we're getting up to the part like where like they're actually okay. Now we're at the island. As far as like in the tale, yeah, I am looking forward to this because
it was like, yeah.
It's only gonna be a 5-issue run, so I really want to see like how they do all this.
It really was. It was a fun read, and I felt like it wrapped up super quick too. I was like, oh man, I want more right now, because it like barely steps foot in it. The whole thing is just it's full pirates. You don't see Godzilla into the final page of the book. The last 2 pages, you got this picture above me and the one above Dan over there.
Yeah.
The one above him is the last page. My picture is the second to last page.
Yeah.
It's all you see of Godzilla. We see a map that was tweeted out like way back when the series was announced. It shows you like Ghidorah, Mothra, Ibra on the map. So we're probably going to see the 2 of them. But yeah, we'll go into a little bit of the story on this one. So, we have Mr. Hull in jail here, and he's sort of getting interrogated by a commander and another person from the British Navy, and they basically call him like a scumbag because he's a pirate, and he's like, "Oh, if you give me some rum, I got some information that will help you out." And he seems very confident that he's not going to get hung. So my prediction is that the 5th issue, his whole story is going to end up coming to present day, and it's going to end with the jailbreak. I think he's going to get away.
Oh, definitely.
And there'll be something going on. But they're like, yeah, we don't want anything. He's like, oh, but it involves Sir Francis Drake and Her Majesty the Queen. And one of the dudes just flips out. He's like, don't you dare say her name. And the commander's like, oh, let's hear him out. So they're like, you're just trying to buy time. You just don't want to get hung. So they go into a whole thing. They go get him the rum. And the guy's like, really? We didn't give this guy rum? So he goes into the whole story. It takes place in 1357, and he talks about this Bishop Theobald de Castellane. He had this ship filled with treasures, altars, gold, all this religious treasures, shipping to somewhere. I don't know where, but a couple pirates tried to hit it because it was just so tempting. The first one, they didn't make it. But then the second pirate, Yanes, he went for the ship. Martin Yanes, he went for the ship. He stole the treasure clean, got away, and then he was so scared because he had stolen treasure from a man of God that God was going to have wrath on him. So he just traveled the world hoping to find a safe place away from God to the edges of the earth, and his crew kind of got frustrated with him because they were traveling for months upon months. They were running out of food. They were tired, and they were about to have a mutiny when the ship gets hit with the storm. The ship seemed like it was going to sink, and then boom, daylight. They're washed up on what they would soon call Monster Island. So Martin goes, "What better place to hide this treasure than an island protected by monsters?" We don't see any monsters there, but it's spoken that there are. So Hulk kind of stops the story there, and the guys are like, "An island of monsters, blah blah blah." And he, well, Sir Francis Drake thought the same thing until he was at a bar, and the guy telling him the story gave him a coin, and the coin has who else but Godzilla on it. And he was like, "Oh, it's such a rare doubloon. I've never seen anything like this." So Sir Francis Drake bought it, and he convinced the Queen to let him circumnavigate the globe for exploration for Britain. But his secret agenda was he was looking for Monster Island. He wasn't really looking to navigate the world on her behalf. He was looking for Monster Island. He was just looking for some funding.
Yeah.
So he travels the world. They kind of wander off into some Spanish territory, and the Spaniards aren't too happy about it, and they send the entire Spanish Armada for him. So you have this one measly British ship surrounded by, in the comic, they show like literally a fleet, like in the middle of like 20 ships getting bombarded with cannons. And then just like Yates, a storm builds up and washes the whole ship, somehow pulls it out of that huge surrounding of a Spanish Armada, and plop, ends right on Monster Island. And they're like, "Oh, we made it." And then right above us happens, Godzilla rises out of the water, and that's the end of the first issue.
Yeah. I mean, pretty exciting story. I really want to see a lot more on the second issue. It's like obviously I want more Godzilla, but the story is very good, very well written. You just have that like that inner voice in your head is just a pirate voice the whole time.
Yeah.
Like you can just voice the whole thing in your head perfectly. So the writing is very good on this, and I really like the art style. Like obviously the covers are nice, but just the actual art style in the book is very nice, and I think it fits this theme perfectly.
Yeah, the artist that IDW's been bringing on board for these Godzilla comics, I was just saying it yesterday. We tweeted it out. Are absolutely crushing it. Between this series, the Space Godzilla Rivals comic coming out this summer, even the Godzilla Monster and Protectors Summer Smash one shot. All the comics look fantastic. And then you have this Godzilla War for Humanity. They just unveiled the covers for issue 2. Incredible. And then issue 1, they have 5 covers variants for that one. And you're like, I don't know which one to get. And that's how they're crushing it, the artists, with these covers and everything. So we have the next 3 months, if not more, are just packed with Godzilla comics. Packed. Because we have this for July, August, September, and October, and then War for Humanity, I believe, starts in July. No, it starts in August. So August, September, October, November. We have Godzilla comics all the way through to December, plus the Rivals trade paperback is dropping then. And I wouldn't be surprised if a second Rivals comic gets announced in a few weeks, because Space Godzilla is going to be here before we know it.
Yeah. Is that going to be like the beginning of like phase 3? I'm assuming
that's round 3.
Yeah,
Space
round 3.
Godzilla's the start.
Because you're going back to solo stories.
Yes, for now.
Yeah,
we'll see. Now. We'll see. That would be cool if each round is a little different.
Yeah, I think it definitely would be. Yeah, I'm just excited for issue 2. I did the digital for this one. I think I'm just going to pick up the trade paperback. You got the physical?
Yeah, I got the physical. I got the standard cover and the RI cover. That's the double cover.
Oh, is that the one with all the monsters on it?
Yes, the front and back.
Nice.
And IDW, I had no clue until I got to the back of the issue today. I'm like, what is this cover, this fourth cover? I'm like, do they have an online exclusive? So right away, I got on the phone. I went IDW exclusives, and boom, it was just like right there. I didn't even need to like search Godzilla. It was just there on the site. I feel like usually they do like a monthly announcement and they show it. I somehow missed it. It flew under my radar, unless they haven't advertised it yet. But pretty cool cover
Yeah.
that they dropped for that.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with the IDW site. The digital version wasn't up on their website or their app. I just ended up getting it through Kindle, which I really didn't want to go through Kindle. I'd rather do it on the IDW end, but I was like, what's going on?
I don't know. For a while since I've been picking up the IDW exclusives, they've been, oh, we're moving our warehouse. Like, I don't know if they're still doing this warehouse move, that it's causing a little delay or something like that with some of the website stuff, but overall, they are cranking out these series.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm just. This one is one of the ones I've been most excited for since Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers last summer.
Yeah, no, this is definitely like the series of the year for me.
Yeah.
Like at least most anticipated. We'll see with the what is that? War for the Earth was the other series.
War for Humanity.
War for Humanity. That one's a contender. I have to read it.
Yeah, that one I'm a little excited for because we got a brand new kaiju there, Zoospora.
Yeah, but this one, just the theme is just out of this world. So I think those are going to be the top two things for me.
Yeah, and then yeah, even the Kong Great War too. It's another like sort of period piece, World War One era. That one had similar vibes to it because we were on an island as always with Kong, so. And it was sort of the same thing, same formula. Crew on an island, monster shows up on the last two pages. So there's a lot of parallels. I'm excited to read up on that one, and I'll be reviewing that on the channel as well. First review of that one's up on the channel right now, actually.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we'll have links for all that stuff in the description or in the card.